Hello, it's Rapid Regeneration. I'm David Escamilla. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional. I'm not making any claims about diseases or medical claims. I'm simply on a mission to share the information that's helped me to just overcome my horrific health problems, get healthy, and then go to the next level feeling better and better so that I can just be all I can be and create a life that's fun, where I feel good, where I can do something good for people. And so that's my mission, is to help you do that, because if you're not at your optimal wellness, it's very hard to figure out other issues of life. It becomes very preoccupying just to deal with, I don't feel good, I don't feel healthy, and that's miserable, and I understand that. I've been there. I was there for years. And so I'm here to help you do that, if you'll let me. Now, a lot of the information is basic and fundamental and foundational to get yourself healthy. This information is part of the tips and tricks, the biohacks, you could even say life extension techniques. This is about the next level. And this particular segment is about photobiomodulation, aka PBM, aka red light therapy. So this is another one of those things. It's been developed for a while now, and over the last decade or two, it's really been refined, and there's been a lot of progress that's been made. Again, this is technology that I don't want to say it's kept away from the masses, because it's there. You can get it. You can find it. You can rent it. You can use it. You can buy it. But it's not part of the mainstream. And this is what, again, the elite individuals on the planet are doing, who have the money to do it, have the time to do it, and have the know-how and know how things really work. So yeah, this is outside of the mainstream, but at the same time, there's been a lot of studies into this, a lot of mainstream studies that have validated some of the benefits. So basically, again, we're trying to mimic nature, and red light therapy is basically developing sources of these wavelengths of light which penetrate the layers of your skin and wash the cells in these vibrations. And basically, this is mimicking, again, the same benefits that we get from light, from the sun. And it's an unnatural solution to an unnatural problem, because look at the world we live in now. I mean, people are just indoors, they're in homes, offices, shaded structures, and we're not being washed constantly in natural light, and we're paying a price for that. We really are, because in nature we're meant to experience all kinds of light: direct light, filtered light when there's foliage of trees. How about light at the beginning of the day, special kind of light at the end of the day when sun's setting? All these different kinds of light are literally feeding our body, which we miss out on if we don't get it. So just going a little deeper about what goes on inside the cell specifically, a lot of this has been studied. You know, we deal with a lot of oxidative stress. So and basically the way that red light therapy works is it uses red light, which is visible light, and it also uses near infrared frequencies of light, which are non-visible light. And basically these vibrations are blended through these red light panels, and they create this field of light. It goes through the skin and deep inside the body and gets absorbed by the cells. This is like on the mild end of the spectrum, in terms of when you look at something like infrared sauna. This is something that I do not recommend. It's too aggressive. It's using microwave radiation, and it's heating up the body. This is on the way up, on the other end of the spectrum. It's near infrared frequencies and red light, which are visible frequencies of light. But just like how an infrared will penetrate the body, will go inside the body in a way that I view as harmful and should be avoided. You should use a regular sauna. But the beneficial wavelengths of red light therapy will go deep inside the body. And basically, what happens is inside of the cells in the body, you have the mitochondria, which is the energy producing device in the cell. And we go through a lot of oxidative stress. And what happens is that the mitochondria can be filled up with nitric oxide. And this acts as a sort of a free radical. The existence of the nitric oxide, again, creates a real problem, free radical, oxidation. And what happens is when these red light frequencies wash the cell, then it promotes the clearing out of the nitric oxide from the cell. Now, if the nitric oxide from the cell gets cleared out, then it promotes oxygen entering into the cell, oxygenation of the body. And so basically the oxygen goes into the cell, into the cytochrome complex, and basically gets absorbed into the cell, which otherwise was being discouraged from doing because of the presence of the nitric oxide. So that's basically the science behind some of the benefits of the red light therapy. When oxygen is inside the cell, I don't need to tell you that there's so many benefits of oxygenation. When it's inside, the mitochondria has presence of oxygen. That's the difference between aerobic respiration versus anaerobic respiration. When oxygen's present, then you're seeing ATP production, which is your energy, can be increased about 15-fold compared with when there's not oxygen present. That's a huge difference of energy. And it's all relating to do with oxygen, which is relating to do with this sort of blockade that's the nitric oxide because of all the oxidative stress we're under, which can be balanced if we can just get the right kind of light to interact with that cell. So that's the whole point. That's one of the big benefits, at least. So it's going back to oxygenation. It really promotes the absorption of oxygen in the body. And that's why you'll see this technique, photobiomodulation, the red light therapy, get recommended to do with other activities that are promoting oxygenation, such as you do the PEMF mat, which is going to declump the cells, or declump the red blood cells, and allow for better oxygen management. And then you could do something like an oxygenation technique, like exercise with oxygen therapy, or breath work or exercise, cardio. And then, so you're getting all this oxygen into the body, and then you do the red light therapy so that the oxygen can actually get absorbed into the cells. So again, that's the level that you can go depending on how committed are you to, in terms of the time you want to spend on this type of thing, the money that you want to spend on this type of thing, and are you trying to live a ridiculously long life, or are you desperate to feel better and to solve your body's problems? These are some of the things that exist that are not mainstream but are super powerful. I've tried it personally, felt it was very powerful. I just, from a mood standpoint, personally, I loved it just for that. Red light therapy is not without risks. It It's an unnatural, it's a human contrived piece of technology. Some people are more adverse to that. The risks to me seem pretty small, such as the risks of getting exposure to actual sunlight and the risks of not receiving enough natural light, to me, seem like a greater problem than the potential risks of red light therapy. Again, this has been studied and refined over the decades. It really seems like it's at a more mature point in terms of the technology. Some of the benefits of red light therapy may include assisting with regulating mood, enhancing energy levels, balancing steroid and hormone production, improving the constitution of skin and collagen, thickening of the skin, helping to resist sunburn, and stimulating to collagen production. So red light therapy devices are not cheap. You can rent them. You can try them at a wellness center near you for perhaps $25 to $50 a session. You could purchase your own red light panels. You may want to get an operating stand so that you can position them. Otherwise, you're going to have to stand against a wall or something. So you can get red light panels of good quality, a couple of those plus a stand for, a few $1,000s, around $5,000. You can get an entire bed for, ridiculous amount of money, tens of thousands of dollars. And so this is it's a high-end type of a thing. And so, but if you want to look into it for yourself, if you want to see the ones that I've recommended, that I don't own any, but I've tried the different ones at a facility, and I've researched it, and the ones I like you can find at rapidregeneration.com/red light. And again, put it on your list, whether it's to go in and try it for a session, whether it's to make a goal. Hey, if I ever get an extra 5K, I'm going to get these. Or I'm going to get an extra 15K. I don't know how that's going to happen, but I'm going to stumble into it, and I'll get the PEMF, I'll get the oxygen bag for EWOT, and I'll get the red light panels. Who knows? I mean, that could add years or decades to somebody's life, and maybe it could, maybe it couldn't. And I don't know where you're gonna get all that money. But again, keep it in the back of your mind. Maybe go try it, or maybe just say someday maybe I'll get this. But just know that it's out there, and it's not always easy. But the solutions exist to solve these health problems, to go to the next level. I'm not saying it's easy. It's not falling from the sky for free. But, these are real solutions. And just know that it's out there. And program your subconscious mind that you're going to figure it out. Whatever health problem that you're going through, to solve it, to move past it, to go to the next level, to become the best version of yourself, and you will figure it out. But you have to commit to doing it, and keep learning, and keep going through this information, and keep educating yourself. And it's my mission to help you. That is the point of Rapid Regeneration. So good luck, and I'll see you on the next segment. Bye for now.
For more information, please follow at Rapid Regeneration or visit rapidregeneration.com.